Hey there, what's going on, everybody? This is Blake of Blake's Game Room, back with you again. This is going to be my top 5 games of 2011. Now, I'm going to show you guys my favorite games, 2011, my top 5. No particular order, just my 5 favorites that I own. And then I'll talk about, some other games that I might not have gotten yet or have gotten to in my library that I'm really wanting to play. So let's start off here. I guess I'll go ahead and talk about the one I don't actually have a case for, and that is Batman Arkham City. Of course, you guys know I got the limited edition, and that did not come with a case. So that was a beautiful game. I probably 3/4 of the way through it, and you just can't get any better than that game. The graphics, the combat system, the open world, the way you can backtrack. Just unbelievable, great, probably one of my favorite superhero games to date. So definitely in my top 5. Next one we'll get to here was Gears of War 3. Great shooter. Of course, I got the Gears console, so this came with it. Really wasn't a big Gears fan before this. I had played the first one. Played a little online, played a little of 2 at my buddy's house, but just really wasn't into it. But Gears 3 with the cooperative aspect to it, where I played the whole campaign with co-op, and just the fun playability of all the different multiplayer modes with the Beast mode, the Horde mode, the just team deathmatch. This game is awesome. My favorite shooter of 2011. I haven't played much of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, just a little bit of it, not enough to really get a taste. And Battlefield 3 really disappointed me, but Gears 3 really came through for me strong. So definitely one of my top games. Graphics, story, and everything just superb for this. I can't wait to go get the DLC that came out for it. Ram's Shadow, the new, what is it called? Campaign arc. Next up here, this game got a lot of hate from a lot of people. Expect a review on a couple of these games soon, where I go a little more in depth with them. But Lord of the Rings: War in the North. This game I thought was absolutely fantastic. For any Lord of the Rings fans out there that want to see these places talked about in the books that aren't looked at in the movies, or these places they talk about in the movies that they actually don't go to, but from Morrowood, Mirkwood, where Legolas is from. You actually get to go to these places, and you actually get to walk around the town of Bree, and that is something that I thought was stunning. The graphics in here are stunning. It was a tad repetitive, but it's a beat 'em up kind of game. So I mean, it's gonna have a lot of the same enemies all the way through the game. The customization was great, and overall just a great game. You can find actually the special edition now pretty cheap because it didn't sell too well. So if you're looking to get into the game and you haven't bought it yet, go get the special edition. If you're in America, you're going to get a quiver and a cool art book with it, and a also bonus DVD or Blu-ray, depending on the system you get. And if you're at Best Buy, and you can find one still for $10 since you didn't pre-order it. They had a bunch of extras. You can actually get the troll statue that I showed you guys a couple videos back. Next, let's go right along to a handheld game here. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. My favorite since the second generation. And if we're talking generations, you know what we're talking about. We're talking about Pokemon. I got the black version. Only because I liked Reshiram better than I liked Zekrom. Loved all the new Pokemon, especially Oshawott and Tepig for the starters. Great game. Can't get any better, in my opinion. Graphics look good. The new season change looked cool. All the updated Pokemon specs and everything. Just an overall great game. It's Pokemon done right, and this is the first one to really be done right since Crystal and Johto, the Johto era. which I really liked when they redid it with the Soul Silver Heart Gold. And this took everything from that and built on it and built on it and just made it, absolutely superb. So if you're looking for a Pokemon game, if you haven't played since the Game Boy days, or the Game Boy Color or whatever, go get into some Pokemon Black and White. The names are going to sound funny, the Pokemon are going to look a little different, but you're going to love every minute of it. And of course, my game of the year, my most anticipated game in the last couple of years, and that is The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Of course, as you can see there, I got the Alduin sitting up there, and I got the collector's edition. Wow. Is all I can say about this game. I've never seen a game done more right. Yeah, there's some glitches with it, but look at the size of the game that you're playing. You can literally walk from one end to the other, and it take you all day to do it. It's best open world RPG I've ever played. Probably my favorite Western RPG, hands down, ever. It's right up there with Morrowind and Bethesda. I don't know what they do, but they do it right every time one of these comes out. So if you haven't picked up Skyrim, do yourself a favor. If you want to, go to GameFly or whatever. Try it out. You're going to fall in love with it. You're going to want to go buy it. And that's Skyrim. Now, I also got a couple other games that came out this year that I haven't either played through enough of or haven't got around to playing them yet. So these are kind of like my honorable mentions. L.A. Noire. I've heard so many great things about this game. It's from Rockstar, and I just have not found the time, to sit down and play that game. We also got Captain America Super Soldier. Huge Cap fan. What I've played of that game so far, the first level or so, it's been great. The graphics look stunning, and the way they kind of copy the Batman Arkham City gameplay is phenomenal. They did a lot of good things with that. Another game, too, that it was okay. It wasn't, it wasn't going to make my top 5. It wasn't going to make really my list at all, but it was okay, and that was Bulletstorm. I did like the fact that it was creative. It did some very different things. And of course, Call of Duty. I really want to get Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, but I'm kind of disappointed that it ended up like Battlefield, but I've heard that it won't. So that'll definitely be a game you guys will be seeing in a future pickup video. But Black Ops is still going strong with me. Call of Duty is a good game. It's a good franchise. So hopefully Modern Warfare 3 just takes that franchise to the next level. So yeah, these have been my favorite games of the year, of last year, I should actually say. So leave me in the comments below, what are some of y'all's favorite games of 2011? I know there's, if you live in a different country, and maybe you guys had some region-specific games, like Jim, I know you're over in Japan. Was there any cool games that came out over there that you got to play? So just comment down below. Did you like my picks? Do you think some of these games shouldn't have, been one of my favorites? Is there something you don't like about these games? What do you guys like about these games? And let me know. So this has been Blake of Blake's Game Room, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace out, YouTube.